Hello, McKinnon families. This is Mr. Muchnick, your principal, and I wanted to give a quick overview of our Cafecito this morning for those of you that were unable to attend, just so you get the basic information. We went over a few things, and we'll kind of get through them as quickly as possible here. But the first was a survey that's been posted to our website and will be posted in this presentation that you can access on our website as well. But the survey is just asking for some basic information to see what you need as a member of the Santa Rita Union School District community in terms of support during our distance learning program. So not just academically, but in terms of access to childcare, food, those types of things. So if you have a few minutes, if you could answer those questions to the best of your ability, that'll help us better serve you. I took a few minutes to just give you a little bit of background on myself. I grew up in the San Diego area. I've been in the Monterey Salinas area for quite a while. I attended CSU Monterey Bay for my undergraduate degree and graduated there in 2004 with a degree in global studies. I then worked for the university for a little while in their residential education program, but I did eventually go back for my teaching credential through CSU Monterey Bay, and this is my 10th year in public education. I've taught first, third, and seventh and eighth grade, focusing mostly on math and science at the middle school level. But I've had the great pleasure to be with the Santa Rita Union School District for the past 3 years. I spent 1 year at the district level as a technology teacher on special assignment, helping teachers integrate educational technology into their classroom. And the previous 2 years, I've been the assistant principal at Gavilan View Middle School and gotten a chance to work with students and the families there. And it's my great pleasure to be here at McKinnon Elementary School this year, getting to work with all of you. We did go over some current information related to the positivity rate and spread of the COVID-19 virus in Monterey County and what that means for us in terms of reopening schools. Embedded into this presentation, which will also be posted online, are links to additional information, videos. For example, this is a link to California's website on coronavirus information and resources. So if any of the information presented here is unclear or you're looking for further explanation, this is a great resource that you can use to get additional information related to the coronavirus and how to prevent the spread and get us back to some sense of normalcy. But Governor Newsom implemented a color coding system for the state of California, and you can see there's purple, red, orange, and yellow. Yellow being minimal and purple being more widespread in those areas. So if we take a look at Monterey County, you'll see we are purple, which means that we have a very high positivity rate and new case per day numbers. And because of that, the County Office of Education for Monterey has asked that schools in Monterey County open only in a distance learning format until our rates of infection and the spread of the coronavirus slow to the point where we can manage it with precautionary measures, physical distancing, masks, hand washing, those types of things. Again, there are resources linked here. The Monterey County Office of Emergency Services. They have a lot of information available here for you. We also have links to testing facilities available in the county for the coronavirus. If you are looking for a place to get tested, please, you can take a look there and get the information that you need. But what we're looking for pretty much is for our positivity rate to drop from more than 7 to between 4 and 7 new cases per day per 100,000 people in Monterey County. So we're looking for a move from purple to red. So when you hear in the news that Monterey County is in the red, that's actually kind of a good thing for us, because after we have been in the red for 2 weeks, we will be able to physically reopen for in-person instruction, so long as the school board is okay with that. And we can talk a little bit more about what that would mean once we do physically reopen. But this could happen at any time. It could happen next month. It could happen after winter break. It all depends on the positivity and spread of the COVID-19 virus within Monterey County. We just want to make sure that our staff and our students and our community members are safe when we do return to physical in-person classes. So this kind of goes over what we just discussed. But if you are interested in more of the guidance from the Centers for Disease Control, the CDC, these are referenced here, and that will give you information about what schools need to do before they can physically reopen and some of the precautions that need to be taken. But in brief, when we do reopen for our physical classes, we'll be reducing the number of students on campus at any one time so that we are able to more effectively physically distance students and staff members from each other, maintaining at least that 6 feet of distance at all times. All students and staff are required to wear masks at all times. There'll be frequent hand washing encouraged and taught, along with hand sanitizing stations throughout campus. So those safety precautions are in place to prevent the spread of the COVID-19 virus in the event that we do open for in-person classes. If we reopen for in-person classes, we will more likely than not be following a hybrid instructional model. And so what that means is that students will be broken down into 3 cohorts. We'll have a cohort A, which will attend in-person classes on Monday and Tuesday, and we'll have a cohort B that will attend classes on Thursday and Friday. When you see this computer screen here, that means that the students will be participating in a distance learning program very similar to what we're doing right now, with limited time live with the teacher and working independently on the computer within their Google Classroom or Seesaw platform for assignments from the teacher. We'll also have a cohort C for families that are not comfortable with having their students return for in-person classes at all for the entire year. So that's kind of a brief outline of what we would be doing when we do reopen for in-person classes. While we are in our distance learning, though, students can be expected to work at least 300 minutes per day. Teachers are focusing on grade level essential standards. Our teachers took some time over the summer to identify key instructional standards at every grade level that students must have before moving on to the next grade. So all of our standards are important and essential. However, these are the focus standards that teachers felt students should learn first and are more of a priority given our limited time with the students in our distance learning model. Students should be expecting at least 100 minutes of live instruction with their teacher, and this could be a mix of whole class sessions, small group, and intervention sessions, but altogether, every student should be receiving 100 minutes of live time with the teacher every single day. Except for Wednesdays. Wednesdays, students should be receiving at least 30 minutes of live time, and the rest of the day will be spent doing more independent work. And this will allow our teachers time for assessing, preparing lessons, completing professional development, as the process of distance learning and virtual instruction requires a lot more time than in-person instruction. So we're giving them that time on Wednesdays. In terms of attendance, we are taking attendance every single day, and students are expected to sign into all live sessions and be present as well as engage with their classmates and their teachers. They should be participating in any class assignments or discussions and completing all classwork, whether it's live with the teacher or independent on their own through the Google Classroom or Seesaw. The state is asking us to keep track of student engagement and attendance, and we may have to report that to them. So teachers will be taking attendance every day and ensuring that students are completing coursework as assigned. We do have some upcoming events We have our first school site council and English learner advisory committee meeting next week on Thursday at 3:30. That meeting will be held through Zoom, and the link will be posted on our website for easy access. All are welcome to join. Our next Cafecito will be on October 16th at 8:30, and we will be discussing our Safe Routes to School grant, which is a grant through the county office to encourage safe walking paths to schools throughout Monterey County. And they're going to have to get pretty creative with McKinnon because we're out here in the fields, and it has been a challenge to get students to safely walk to campus. So we'll be very excited to hear some of their plans and see what they have to say. They'll be conducting walking audits of our school and surrounding areas to help better plan for these safe routes. So I look forward to hearing from them on the 16th and learning with all of you. My contact information is listed here along with our counselor's contact information. Please feel free to reach out to us at any time if you have questions or concerns, and we've been more than happy to help you. And again, it's my pleasure to be here and work with all of you this year, and I look forward to opening up and meeting all of you face to face as soon as possible. Thank you.